After an exciting morning ending 1-1, we head into our 3 4-ball afternoon matches. A lot more excitement to come. Number 1 ranked player Austin Ebersol on the tee. Straight out there in the fairway. Around the corner, his teammate from the U.S., Tim Durr, lives in North Carolina right now. Tim's a bit right, still going to be along the fairway. He's going to have a longer second shot towards the green. Connor Sharp, a new addition to Britain's Cup. Just skirted the staked hazard there, the creek, and trying to cut the corner, and in good shape. Taking a similar approach, trying to cut that corner, but just short of the creek. So we're off and running in this third 4-ball match, the first of the afternoon 4-ball matches on day 1 of the 2025 Britain's Cup. Gary Watts looks like it's going to be a long way for him, but looks like he's going to try for the clear that creek. I think he might go to the right of the green to. He did just that, yeah, just short of the green, but he flew the creek, but he couldn't go right at the pin because he was gonna need a little more carry than he had on that shot. Tim Durr going after the pin. Didn't quite. He was right on line, perfect line, but just not quite enough to get up onto the green. Connor Sharp, Team Europe, lands on the green, first on the green. Now we've got Austin Ebersol, showtime, ready to go after that pin. Leaves it to the left. So 1 ball on the green. Gary Watts as well has been playing for a little while. He and his son both are on Britain's Cup team, first father-son team. Gary up, but didn't quite get the extension he wanted to. Tim and Austin working in tandem to try to have one of them get up and down. Austin going to try to get closer than that. Short putt for par for Austin. Connor with a nice roll on that sidecar. Still left himself a little bit, so have a difficult one for par there. Now let's see if Gary can knock this in. Good roll, let it get there. Just an inch short. That would have been a great par save for Gary there. Connor follows it up with a par. Strike me that was Gary was in for a bogey. So now Team Europe's on the board with a par. So Austin and Tim are going to have to sink this putt to have the hole. Just a little bit by for Tim. So now it comes down to Austin. Short putt to have the hole. Which he does. All square through 1 hole for this third 4-ball match. Fourth 4-ball match of the day. Theo Hall for the European team hails from Bath in the UK. This is our only co-ed 4-ball match of the day. You've got Molly Nice now for Team Europe. Nice, rolls it right up on the green, giving herself a decent look at birdie. Now the 2 Americans, you have both top 3 ranked in their divisions. With his Sam Scantron at number 2 overall men's division. Great shot there. Leaves it on the back of the green. So you got the 2 Americans on the green and the 2 Europeans, Molly and Theo, just off the green on the back of the green. Nice roll there. He's leaving that with a good look for par. Molly's going to try to do the same, and she can really go for it now with her partner with a good par putt. Doing the same thing. Aggressive at the pin. Sam left it a little short there. Americans can take the hole if Christina can sink this long putt. Really good. Oh, just by the hole, but what a great roll. Inch to the right, she had a birdie and a hole for the Americans. That's good. So they've got par in. Now Molly or Theo just need to make their par putts for to have the hole. Just left. Comes down to Theo. No stranger to competition. Theo sinks that putt and halves the hole. So our fourth match is underway, and also no blood on the first hole, and we're all square after one with this fourth match. On to our last 4-ball match of day 1. You've got Obadiah Harder, back flip birdie. Zach Mulvey, the Mountaineer.
Great ball, Zach. Played, dude.
Rodney Watts, the rookie, just really started playing competitively in the last year. The silverback, Jamie Kinvig, on the green as well, rolling it past. Zach Mulvey, the Mountaineer from Pennsylvania. Made the Britain's Cup team based on his top 5 ranking at the end of 2024. And he leaves it just off the green, pin high. Rodney Watts, the rookie, looking to get up and down from off the green. Nice sidecar there. Good roll. A little more. I think he thought it was going to move just a little bit more, but definitely a makeable par putt. Now we got the Mountaineer, Zach Mulvey, trying to do the same thing and get it even closer. Good loft on that. That's going to get a nice roll. Just past the hole. Maybe moved a little more than he thought it would. But both of them in about the same position for par putts, about 7 feet. Here's Jamie's run at it. Good line, but just a little right of his line, but had the distance. So that's good for a par for Team Europe. Now, Obi's going to try to win the hole with a birdie here, or at least get it close enough to have the hole. Just right as well.
All good?
Yep. Zach drops it. Doesn't need the concession, but let's have another fly-through hole with Byron.
Okay, so we had hole 8, par 4. There's a slight dog leg to the right. There's a bit of a Hogan's Alley protected by 2 waters features, one on the right and on the left. Big trees and shrubbery as well. Then pretty simply we work our way up the fairway. The water feature continues for about 100 yards or so up the fairway, and then it starts to clear on the right-hand side. However, there's thick rough on the right-hand side, so suggested line will be down the left-hand side of the green. The green's protected by 2 greenside bunkers, one on the left, one on the right, which is about midway through the middle of the green. Green's reasonably flat, a little bit bigger this one, so plenty of targets, plenty of places that the pin can go, and there's space behind the green, so it's relatively easy approach shot compared to the other holes.
Joining the action on the 8th hole, we've got the third of 5 4-ball matches. This one has an interesting group. We've got Austin at Showtime Ebersol, #1 ranked men's player, playing alongside Tim Durr from the United States. And they are 2 up through 7 over Connor Sharp and Gary Watts. Got a lost ball situation, at least it looks like it, on the edge of the fairway there. Clocks are running. You've got 5 minutes to find that ball before declaring it lost. So we'll see who it affects. Interesting match though. It starting off, the Team Europe was able to take an early lead with on the back of Connor Sharp on the second hole. Things were through 5 all square, but the last 2 holes have turned in the Americans' favor, and they've been able to pick up both the last 2 holes to go 2 up through 7. Heading a little left to green. It's going to be short. So this hole not shaping up for the Europeans right now. And Americans looking to take their 3rd hole in a row. After the penalty. Nice approach shot there. Just going to roll on the back of the green. So in business, although with the penalty stroke, it's going to make it tough to have this hole. Tim Durr, known as Theory in the FlingGolf community. For his methodical approach to analyzing swings and techniques. He is on the green with have a good look for birdie. Showtime with his approach shot. Nice and easy, right at the pin. A little short, but he'll have a similar putt, probably a little closer than Tim's, but I think he probably want to land that about 10 feet further. Gary's sidecar. Good roll there. Needed about a foot more on that to get it really close to the hole, but he's on the green. Tim Durr's birdie putt. Good roll at that. Just past the hole. Austin's going to have his run at birdie here. I think he's going to go right at this. No reason to think Tim's not going to make par for their team. So might as well drop this one in. Once again, Americans 2 up in this match through 7, looking to go 3 up. Golden opportunity for them. Well, the hill left it a little short. Connor's going to side card here, it looks like. If he could drop this, he could save par after taking that penalty. Good roll on it, just by the hole. Yeah, he knew he had to go for it to really have a chance of having this hole. Can't expect both Tim and Austin both miss their putts. I think Gary's got a similar look for par. He's going to have to drop this though. I just don't think bogey's going to avoid them losing the hole. Good roll, just not quite enough. I think he'll let Austin finish up and see if he even needs to make his next putt. is to win the hole for Austin and Tim. Oh, it's not there yet. Tim's got to make his, or Gary's putt actually has meaning as well as Connor's. This now second attempt for Tim to win the hole for Austin. Oh, well, we got more FlingGolf to play on this hole. Now just one of Gary or Connor's got to make their putt. To match them with fives. Gary's got to be surprised he's actually having to make this putt, but he does. Halves the hole. Great job there. Never know when you're going to need it. I think that's a really good boost for the European team of Sharp and Watts. Here we are on the 8th hole with the next group. 4th of 5 4-ball matches. We have Scantron, Sam Scannell, Christina Summerfield, Summer Flings. They are 3 up through 7. They're playing against the European team of Theo Hall and Molly Nice. Molly there with a nice shot onto the green. Strong pairing for the Americans here. You've got the number 2 player in the world in Sam Scannell, and the number 3 ranked women's player in Christina Summerfield. On the green in good form. Now, this is going to let Sam go right at that pin. As he did. A little bit past it, but he definitely was going for it, and he's going to have the best look for birdie. But he and Christina both have pretty good birdie looks. Theo Hall, the professional golfer, is going to need to get up and down here to put the pressure on Sam and Christina to make their birdie putts. Yep. FlingGolf was remarking on how the greens have really firmed up as the sun came out this afternoon and baked the greens to a nice firmness and getting a lot of roll, which makes it challenging because you can't put the spin on the ball like you can in golf. Theo Hall with a nice roll. He's going to be in great position to make that for par. Sam's going to make his birdie attempt. Just the right, but that should be in for par. Here's up. Molly's going to try to make her birdie putt. Not quite enough there. Christina's going to try to make birdie. Good roll, but these I think everyone with their approach shots got a little skittish on the speed of these greens and not quite giving it enough there. Americans already in with a par. Theo can have the hole. Holds it out, halves the hole. Good win there. They were jeopardy of losing a hole, but they remain 3 back through 8 holes. Americans now. Backflip birdie himself, Obadiah Harder, going at the green. He rolls up there. A little left of where I think he wanted to be, but it was tough. He was really hugging that bushes on the side of the fairway. Zach Mulvey is able to go right at the pin. He's a little past it. It's going to roll to the back of the green. He's still on the green, but he'll have a similar, about a 25-foot putt, 25 to 30-foot putt for birdie. And Jamie Kenvig. Now, if he can put this close, he can potentially put the Europeans in the lead in this match. Probably at this point, the best chance they have for getting another point. A little short of the green there. I don't think Rodney was happy with his His approach shot cleanly out. Oh, really nice shot there. He landed that only a foot from the cup and rolled past, so he will have a really good look to get up and down for par. This distance, Zach's going to do the wise thing and go sidecars. He brings it back a full fling stick. Got a good look and he's ready to go. Nice loft there. Good roll. Look at the, oh, just missed the birdie there. But that's going to be good for par for Team USA. Jamie, he's going to go for the long putt instead of the this on-green sidecar. Faster greens this afternoon. Quite a roll on that. A little wide. Hope he's going to try to win this hole right now with his birdie sidecar attempt. A little short there. Rodney, known as a rookie, first year on Britain's Cup team, but extremely excited to be competing this weekend. And he's made major strides in his games in the last year. Rolls it just past the hole. All right, so now it's up to Jamie. This will be a tough one to lose the hole over. So I think he's going to think about this one. Holds it out. Have the hole, and we are still all square through 8 as the last of our 5 4-ball matches heads to the 9th hole.
So at the par 4, 11th hole, reasonably easy hole for FlingGolf. You get the ball straight towards the bunker, which you can see, which is at the side of the green. There's loads of trouble on the left-hand side, so cutting off the corner of the trees is not a good idea. There is trouble on the right-hand side, but it's quite a long carry. Then you approach the green. It's covered by a big tree on the left-hand side, which you might need to negotiate if you're on the left-hand side. But another big green, so many pin placements which are possible, with the bunker on the right-hand side, just giving it a little bit of protection.
Here we are, hole 11. Approach shots. This is the third of 5 4-ball matches at the 2025 Britain's Cup. Gary Watts there, not quite reaching the green. They are Team Europe is down 3 heading into hole 11. They had kept it to 2 for most of the last few holes, but then fortunately bogeyed the last hole and are now down 3 to the Americans. Austin Ebersol with his approach shot. Showtime lands it within about 7 feet from the hole. Really perfectly played. You got a front pin position there. That's a difficult shot with the way the greens are rolling now. Connor Sharp trying to. He's got a nice bounce there. Get up the green. Didn't quite get up the green. Sort of died right at the front. But still, he'll have to get up the hill a little bit, but reachable for birdie. Tim hits the pin on a bounce, rolls past, ends up in the middle of the green. That was Tim Durr there. Americans leading 2 of the 3 matches right now, with another one all square right as they finish up the front 9 in that last of the 4-ball matches. Gary Watts now with his approach. Gary is his son Rodney. Locals living in Christchurch. He's on the green there, similar to where Tim landed. Next up, Connor. Got it close. A little further past than he wants. I don't think he wants that to save par. Tim left it a little short there. Austin only 7 feet away and 2 putts to make par. I think he's going to go ahead and try to knock this birdie in and end the hole. Now he was just right from the get-go. It didn't break at all. And he drops it. Gary Watts with the long putt. Save par. Needed that one. That now one of Austin or Tim has got to make par to have the hole. That was a clutch putt by Gary Watts to make sure that they can at least have the hole and potentially win it. But I don't think Austin's missing this one. I thought he wasn't. Now it's Tim to. Looks like I jinxed it again. Tim needs this to have the hole. And he does. Picking his teammate up there. So we are still Americans 3 up through 11. Here we are, 11th hole with our only co-ed 4-ball match of the day. Currently stands with the Americans 5 up and firmly in control of this one. Ladies teeing off. We've got Molly Nice there for Team Europe. Second shot is Theo Hall. He's going to be just right of the green. It looks like just short of that sand trap. So he avoids that, and he'll have almost pin high with a chance to get up and down. Sam's one of the longest throwers on tour. Here he is with his approach shot. Bounces out right before the green and just rolls up to the fringe. Molly Nice for Team Europe. Rolling up there, similarly to Sam. She's inside of his on the green. Well executed shot there. Christina's going to take a different approach with a higher trajectory shot. Also landing it close and rolling up on the green. She's going to be somewhere back half of the green, but also she'll have a good shot at it rolling in a birdie. Theo with a little too much loft on that. Landed short of the green, not what he wanted to do. Sam actually just off the fringe in 3, so he's going to need that for par. Theo knocking it. That for He's going to mark that before taking a bogey putt. I think his best chance is still going to be Molly. Sam going for his signature loophole shot. Shot he developed when it was legal in FlingGolf to actually go past the plane of the green with your shot. Even though you now have to bring it back a full fling stick from the edge of the green, it is still an effective shot for him. It's one of the few on the tour that I can actually accurately do that shot. Christina looking to drop a birdie here. Put the pressure on Molly. Good roll at it. Just not quite enough. She had that line though. That was a really good, really good putt. She'll take that for par. Here for birdie. Also a really good look at that, but she'll knock that in. Having the hole there. So Americans remain 5 up after 11. Over to Byron to tell us about the next hole.
So we're at the par 3 13th. Not a very long hole, big green to work with. Loads of trouble on the right-hand side because it's tree-lined. There is a bunker protecting the green as well, which is on the left-hand side, but there's a bit of a gap between the bunker and the actual green. The green does have a false front on the left-hand side, which runs off, and it also runs off the back, but the green is sloped from back to front, so stopping the ball shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Right, here we are on the 13th hole. Right now, the Americans are 5 up with 6 holes to play, so looking to potentially go dormy or even win the match on this hole. But Team Europe hanging on last couple holes to stay in this match for the time being. Starting with Sam Scannell shot. He puts it pin high, just about pin high, about 12 feet from the cup. Great shot there. Theo Hall next. He's going to try to land it just short of the green and bounce up. He's got a good bounce. That's looking good. Really good. He's going to, the professional golfer's going to have a good look for birdie on this hole. Christina, just a little right of the green. I think she was looking to land it short and roll it up, but I think went right of where she wanted to. Opens up the door for Molly Nice. Doing sort of the same thing, but I think she landed it too short. Although she's rolling it just on the green, but she'll at least have a birdie putt opportunity. 13th hole, Summer Fling herself, Christina Summerfield. Looking to do sidecar to get this one close, so Sam can really go for that birdie. Nice roll there, a little strong, but very makeable par putt for her. She's going to keep the pin in there. Molly topped it a little bit, fortunately. Yeah, I think that was probably too long, in my opinion, to putt the ball. And I think a on green sidecar clean sweep probably would have been the better move there. But she's learning. I think developing that on green sidecar is crucial for so that you're not trying to overstrike the ball on the green. Theo Hall here with a downhill putt. Putting is definitely the right move here. Didn't break like he thought it would. I think he'll be able to come back there for take that for his par. One of the differences here between golf and FlingGolf, you are allowed to anchor the putt. Theo Hall says times he can putt better in FlingGolf than he can in traditional golf due to that anchoring. Sam there for birdie. You could tell by his reaction that he just missed it left. That's good for par. And having the hole makes the match dormy, so Americans will get at least a half point on this one. And here we are on the 13th hole with the last of our 4-ball matches. Jamie Kinvig on the tee. Lands it on the back of the green. He's going to have a long look at birdie. Zach Mulvey. High lofted shot there. Lands that little bit of roll, but he's on the back of the green as well, similar to where Jamie landed it. Hope he's going to try to match Rodney, which he largely does, although he's rolling just off the back. Had the right idea going after the pin there. But this match, tightly contested all day. Last of the 5 4-ball matches today. Probably represents the Team Europe's best chance at taking another point from the Americans. Currently standing 1 up through 12. This has been tightly contested all day. Americans got out to a early lead, but Team Europe won 2 of the last 3 holes on the front 9, and so far have played hole for hole with the Americans through the first 3 holes of the back 9 and remain 1 up through 12. Right now you've got Team Europe. Both of their balls are on the green. Jamie Kinvig's going to have the first go to putt, the long downhill putt. But before that, the Americans, Zach and Obadiah Harder. Obi just off the green there. Sidecar downhill. Leaves that with plenty of room to roll. That's looking good. Really good roll there by Obi. Nice loft. A little bit of roll there. Perfect distance. Jamie's going to get the first crack at it. The downhill slope, he's opting to go for the putt rather than a sidecar. Good roll there. Now Rodney's going to try to actually win this hole for the Team Europe. Just past the hole there. Plan is to make Zach's putt moot. He does just that. Another hole halved in this close match, and they are on to 14. Team Europe remains 1 up through 13 in this last of our 5 4-ball matches, the 2025 Britain's Cup. Here we are on the 17th hole, last 4-ball match, and it's a great one. We've got Team Europe and Team USA all square after 17. Americans just rolled in a birdie. Obadiah Harder backflip birdie with the birdie on the last hole to tie up the match. And here we are, 2 holes to play and a point on the line. Rodney Watts, the rookie, with his approach shot, looking to land this one close and try to win back that hole. Lands it a little short. First for the Americans, Zach Mulvey, the Mountaineer. Nearly made a birdie before his partner made one on the last hole. Drops it just in the back of the green. Very little roll, so he's going to have a really good look for birdie. Americans seem really dialed in these last couple of holes. Obadiah Harder, checking the yardage there. He's got a critical approach shot now. See if he can follow up his birdie from the last hole with another dialed in shot. He landed a bit short. I think he wanted to stick the front of the green, and he rolled onto the front of the green, but I think he'd love to be closer to the pin. But still very much in play. Now Jamie Kinvig over the tree. Lands it on the green. He's going to get some nice roll there. He really wants to take this hole. Jamie and Zach going to have really good birdie looks. With support then from Rodney, Jamie Kinvig, Zach Mulvey. Going to have the best looks at birdie on this hole. First up, though, is Rodney Watts. Sidecar rolls it close. Nice one there. He left that close. Zach Mulvey here for birdie. Chooses to go sidecar. Just past the hole. Next up is Obadiah Harder. Harder brothers have definitely gotten their money's worth in this first day of Britain's Cup. both of their matches with the full 18 holes. Obi with a nice roll there. Not quite enough to get it up that hill. Left himself a little longer putt than he wanted to. Door is now wide open for the Europeans. Jamie's got a great look at a birdie putt. Choose to have Rodney knock it in. Ideally make that par putt and show his partner the line. Strategy definitely here with the Europeans. Just misses it. Not happy with that one, but it was really more about showing his partner the line. They want to win this hole outright with a birdie. Theory being that Jamie can at least knock it close enough to make par. But can he win this hole with the birdie putt? Take back that hole they lost on the last hole. Good roll. Not quite there. I think he'll get that one for par. Now one of Obi or Zach need to make their putts to have the hole. Obi with the longer putt is going to go first. Just missed it left. Now it's up to Zach. Needs to make this, or they'll go one down heading into 18. Zach, clutch par putt there by the Mountaineer. So we head to 18, all square. Here we are, 18th hole, all square. Obi puts it 10 feet from the cup. Zach rolling it in. Oh, just misses the hole in one. Really putting the pressure on. Obi had a great approach shot there, and Zach followed up with one even better. All right. Rodney Watts. On the green. Normally it'd be a really good shot, but after those first two shots, it's especially Zach's. He's going to need to putt that in for birdie. Jamie Kinvig. On the green, but back of the green. The earlier two matches, both Americans took both of the afternoon matches before this, and now they're looking for the afternoon sweep, and in very good position to do that. But the Europeans have two more chances to make birdie. All right, Zach Mulvey all smiles after that near hole in one. Obi's going to try to make his birdie. He'll mark that, but I doubt he's going to have to make that par putt. First look at this is Jamie Kinvig. Get there. Oh, just missed the hole there by a half an inch, but a great roll by Jamie. Really well played there. I think he thought he had that one for a second, and that would have been a fabulous, fabulous putt. He gave that everything he could.
Come on.
Rodney Watts now.
One for the teammate.
Looking to make this putt. and potentially have the hole, have the match. Taking his time on this one, as he should.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Just not quite the break he was looking for. Comes down to this. Zach with this putt can win the match for the Americans. Zach made that clutch par putt on the last hole to remain all square going into 18. Now he's just got 18 inches to win the match after his amazing shot. And he does it. Americans with a huge point there. That was it's tough to see anyone not get points out of that match. It was just that good, but well earned. They did it by going out and taking it. So I think it's a tough break for Rodney and Jamie, but they could hold their heads high. They played really well today. Here with Zach Mulvey, the Mountaineer, after the completion of the last of our 4-ball matches today. Came down to the final hole, and Zach nearly had a hole-in-one to win this match for the Americans. Zach, talk to me about that last hole.
Just knew we had to get it there, knew that it was down to the wire, and that's what we're here for.
Really, all day it was a contested match, back and forth, and it was hard to find any space to gain a hole here and there. Really, those last 3 holes, you and Obi rallied and able to square the match and then head into 18.
Yeah. There was no space. They gave us a good fight. They really did. Kudos to them. They were up for a while. We just knew we had to fight back, and yeah, we really turned it on those last 3 holes. Obi had a great shot where I screwed up on 16, and then I took care of it on 18.
Absolutely. Tell me, how does day 1 feel for your first Britain's Cup?
Oh man, it's exciting. I don't know if we can replicate it, but we're going to try tomorrow.
Well, you did a good job with that near hole-in-one, and I look forward to what you got in store for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Here with Jamie Kinvig, the silverback, after the completion of really a great match, a tough loss for the Europeans, but really well played, Jamie.
Yeah, it was a great match. We sort of dovetailed pretty much the whole way through. It was kind of 1 up, 1 down level, and we sort of stuck it out. A few birdies. Birdies were winning holes, which is nice. And then that shot on the end from Zach was you can't do anything about that, unfortunately.
No, but you gave it a try. Your putt there on 18 almost made it in. Really just missed it by an inch.
It looked good. I had it just on the edge. I was just hanging it just towards the end.
No, I saw that. It looked good to me too. But really, what's it like this year? Your second Britain's Cup. Any different feeling this year than last year?
Yeah, more prepared. Yeah, I've definitely practiced more than last year. It was sort of almost walking into a bit of the unknown. We've had obviously more time between obviously the two to get a little bit better, practice a bit more short game. I've always been quite long, so that's kind of sort of been okay. And then the putting, definitely I've changed my putting stroke. Watched Showtime, taking a bit out of his leaf with the hook under the arm. It's definitely helped the putting stuff. So yeah, it's better than last year, which is good. More competitive, which is I'm pleased with, to be fair.
Absolutely. No, that was really an amazing match. Tell me about playing with Rodney Watts, the rookie.
Right, yeah. Rodney's quality. He's, as I say, didn't have many pars in the front 9, but then chips in on 9 for a birdie out of nowhere. But yeah, once he keeps his a little bit of that control in, very straight, very accurate, and good partner to play with.
Really, once again, great job today. Maybe a disappointing finish, but we got a lot more FlingGolf to play this weekend.
Yeah, good.
Excellent. Thank you, Jamie. Conclusion of day 1, the 4-ball matches, the 2025 Britain's Cup here at the Iford Golf Center. Really exciting day. Leaves the Americans with a 4-1 lead, although that doesn't tell the entire story. Team Europe battled throughout the day, and we're a hair's breadth away from a 3-2 deficit. Really encouraging. We're 2 very close matches between the Americans and the Europeans. It's going to hold on for a lot of excitement for the next 2 days.